So you just received your ready to fruit substrate and you're wondering, what the heck am I gonna do with these bags? They have something in them, I'm not quite sure. Well, we're gonna break it down for you. So, ready to fruit substrate, this is soy hull and sawdust colonized with mycelium. Right here we have a lion's mane ready to fruit block. So we call it ready to fruit substrate, ready to fruit blocks. You may hear a couple of different terms, grow kit sometimes. More on a commercial scale, we usually say ready to fruit substrate or ready to fruit blocks, as we're doing these in more of a plural essence. Typically, what's going to happen is you're going to receive boxes of 5 of these ready to fruit blocks. So they'll be packed in boxes with air holes, and they've been sitting in our fridge for a day, a couple of days to get them down to a cool temperature. So this is live living mycelium. So that's something you have to keep in mind when you receive these, or once you receive a grow kit or wholesale ready to fruit substrate. So the blocks are going to come either refrigerated shipping, LTL shipping, or via UPS. Now, once you receive your block, if it's warm out, you're going to want to get them in the fridge immediately. Now, if you plan on using your blocks within 1 week, they are capable of sitting out for a week or so until they have to absolutely go into the grow room. But for the most part, we absolutely recommend, as soon as you receive these, putting them right into the fridge. This is going to slow the metabolism of the mycelium and kind of put these in a stasis for some time. And you don't want to keep them out for weeks on end, or they're going to, you can already see how the mycelium on the top of this is starting to grow right on the top. Leave this out for 2 weeks in 70 degrees and you're gonna have a big tuft of mushroom growing on the top. We're trying to avoid that. So you're gonna grab these, you're gonna put them in your cooler immediately. They're going to rock out at around 34 degrees for, anywhere up to a month they will last. But you don't want to keep them much longer than that, or you're going to start seeing some issues as far as reduced yields, potentially some contamination stuff. Like I said, these are living, so you want to take care of them as if they're a little baby, because they are. It's a bunch of little baby mycelium. So once you get them out of the fridge, they're ready to go into the grow room. I guess let's touch a couple more things about the fridge. First off, you don't want to freeze these. Freezing the blocks can actually expand the mycelial structure due to the expansion of the water molecules within the mycelium, and it will burst some of these hyphae, we call them, or mycelium, kind of the mycelium running tendrils within the block. So it's going to damage those tendrils. And eventually what's going to happen is it's kind of just going to kill them. It's going to cut them off. It's like if you were to have something in a vein and it froze and burst your vein and you wouldn't have any blood flow going through there any further. The same thing will happen with your mycelium if you don't take it and properly store it. So don't freeze them. A lot of people think freezing them is a good option, but you are definitely damaging some mycelium when you're doing that. So we're going to keep these in the fridge. We're going to keep them in a clean area. When you receive these, a lot of times they'll be either snipped on the top here of the bag, or they'll be taped down, depending whether or not you bought a grow kit or some other type of tabletop unit. So if you're buying these on a wholesale type of dealio, you're going to have just a flap over like this. So you're going to want to tape that down, and the whole goal here is to get this mycelium tight up against the bag. Because once it's tight up here, we can easily cut it open and then not allow much airflow in. We want the mycelium to grow straight out of the hole that we've cut. We don't want it to grow off the top here, grow out of a little puncture on the side. So you want to be very careful not to get little extra tears or holes in this bag, because the mushrooms are certainly going to grow right out of there. So when folding the bag over, we want to take it, kind of make a line here, pull it down tightly like this, and we'll put a piece of tape right here and tape the hole shut as well. So then you have the block nice and tight. So at this point, you're ready to go. Cut it, place it in your grow room. So if you want more tips, continue to follow. Check out our ready to fruit substrate. It's the easiest way to get into mushroom farming. And we'll see you on the next one. Continue to grow much more.